end of Season 3 and the start of Season 4 just around the corner, Strive is once again on the cusp of everyone's favorite season, Tier List Season. Yes, very soon your Twitter timeline, Discords, YouTube community feeds, and local newspaper will be filled with the strangest takes you've ever seen. You will get to enjoy the pleasure of looking at these same colors and get to question if the person who posted this even plays the same Guilty Gear that you do. We are soon going to enter the age of hot takes. People having no idea what an actual 8-2 matchup looks like, and my favorite part of any fighting game, character propaganda. Misinformation, schizo behavior, and unhealthy amounts of downplaying are gonna take place all over the coming weeks. I would recommend that you equip yourself with a HEV suit to protect yourself from the amount of toxicity, but you already clicked on this video, so it's way too late for you.
Oh yeah, well if you're so
Ooh, I should do Squidward.
Well, if you're so smart, watch the perfect tier list.
That is such a bad Squidward. I don't know, I've been stuck doing UCOM in Final Fantasy XIV for the past month. I have genuinely put less hours into this game than I really should have, considering the fact that it is now my job to talk about it. I look like I'm a sheet of metal that's been thrown into a vat of acid because fuck me, I am rusty. But that doesn't mean I can't give you something better, something stronger. I can't give you a definitive tier list on Guilty Gear Strive Season 3, with all the top tiers, low tiers, and hottest takes you've ever seen. But I can give you something better. Something stronger. Just because I can't tell you which of these characters is the strongest right now, doesn't mean I can't give you the skills to figure it out. That's right. I'm going to tell you what to think. Wait, no, hold on. Let's talk about what makes a top tier in Guilty Gear Strive. But first, all this talk is getting me a little sleepy. Oh, it's a good thing I have Manta Sleep to help me get a better rest. Listen, I'm a guy who absolutely loves his sleep, and sometimes I need to take a little nap in the middle of the day. And this is where Manta Sleep comes in. Their sleeping masks are expertly designed to help you get the best night's sleep possible. Their Manta Sleep Pro Mask guarantees a true 100% blackout, meaning you can get a great sleep wherever you are. As someone who is very sensitive to light, being able to simply put on their comfortable and adjustable masks helps me out so much. Plus, they're so portable that you can use them anywhere to increase the quality of your nap. So what are you waiting for? Get your Manta Sleep mask today using my link in the description, and make sure to use code GECKOSQUIRREL to get 10% off your mask today. Strive has had a lot of strong characters for its relatively short lifespan, but if I'm entirely honest, the balance of this game has never been terrible. Even in the most unbalanced seasons, the weaker characters were still able to kick ass in the right hands. But that didn't mean we never had characters that dominated the game. Most of the game's top tiers shared a lot of common trends in both their strengths and weaknesses. This simply elevated them to the prestigious status of broken piece of shit carried fucks don't even know how to play the game properly. So how about we look at these common trends? It's no secret that Strive is a high-damage fighting game. It's not uncommon for characters on the lower end of the tier list to still be able to do combos that deal 40, 50, hell, maybe even 60% of your health if they get a good hit with some resources. But there's a general theme with how combos work in Strive. The more resources you spend, the more damage the combo does. If this is too hard of a concept for you, it's okay. Take this mini Potemkin to keep you distracted. I'll call you back when we're on the easy stuff. Basic non-counter hit combos in Strive still deal more damage than your standard fighting games. However, they're not likely going to absolutely blow your mind with the amount of damage that they're doing. If you want something to give you a real kick up the arse, you're gonna have to spend some kind of resource. For the longest time, this was just Roman Cancel. However, in Season 3, Wild Assault was added to the game, allowing for basically every character to get new combo routes and more consistent wall break setups. The exception to needing to spend resources for a lot of damage, though, is if you get a good counter hit. Basically, every character in the game is able to get a good amount of damage off of a big counter hit button. Some people think getting counter hit for half your HP isn't fun, but I like to call it good game design. Top tiers break this trend in some way though, by converting half-health combos to 70 or sometimes even 80% combos with the right resources and if you're lucky enough. If you're really unlucky though, and the other character is extremely broken, you might just get counter hit once and now suddenly your game's looking like this.
Stop wasting my time.
This isn't consistent across the whole board though. Some characters are able to deal a large amount of damage in one move, but still aren't considered top tier. Hey, you! Yes! Wake up! Yes, come on! I'm giving information for you to downplay with! Okay, cool, he's back to eating glue. Someone like Potemkin is able to deal a ridiculous amount of damage in a single attack. However, due to the fact that Potemkin Buster is a close-range grab, Heavenly only hits jumping opponents that are in front of you, and all of his combos require you to be close to the opponent because why wouldn't they? Hello? Generally means that he ends up lower on people's tier lists. Doesn't mean he can't cook, it just means that he's not getting a lot of reward off of these big damage moves. Just because Potemkin has one of the things that makes a top tier doesn't make him top tier. Probably. There's a couple of other things that he's missing. For example, you ever get a really weird stray hit in a fighting game? Like, you throw out a move that you know for a fact your opponent's gonna block, and then randomly it just hits them, and now you have to turn that weird hit into a combo? You ever fuck it up a lot? Yeah. Same. Thankfully for you, a lot of Strive top tiers have that covered in one way or another. Conversions are when you take a stray hit on an opponent and string it into a combo. I brushed up briefly on combo theory in my previous video, but basically most characters have multiple ways to combo the opponent, and how those link into each other is a vital thing that good players need to know so they can maximize their damage. Knowing your combo theory can allow you to take simple stray hits and convert them into full ridiculous combos that do equally ridiculous amounts of damage on some characters. Every character in the game is able to convert stray hits into big damage, probably. But top tier characters have easy and reliable ways to do this thanks to their different tools. Let's look at an example for this one. Happy Chaos. Now, Happy Chaos is no longer the beast that he used to be. Having his zoning absolutely gutted and some changes that I'm not going to pretend like I understand, means he's no longer the omnipresent threat like he used to be. One of Happy Chaos's strongest features, in my professional subjective objective opinion, is how he's able to take basically any stray hit and convert it into a damaging combo that makes your eyes water. With his unique mechanic of gun, Happy Chaos is able to shoot you basically whenever he feels like it, as long as he has ammo and concentration, for the trade-off of not being able to block while he's packing heat. This bullet hits basically instantly, meaning he can use it to set off combos from any button in his kit. By being able to convert these attacks into combos, Happy Chaos is able to get a consistent and steady output of damage, as well as being able to use the same conversion tools for pressure sequences. Speaking of pressure sequences, saying Strive is an offense-focused game is like saying the sky is blue, because you're mostly right, but I live in England, so it's only accurate some of the time. Safe to say, though, having really strong pressure and offense tools are massively important in Guilty Gear Strive. If a character has even one move that gives them strong pressure, you can find endless examples of people complaining about it in the community. Top tiers in this game, though, always seem to find a way to have offense that feels like you're never going to get the chance to escape. This isn't true for every top tier, but some of them are able to combine intense back-to-back-to-back mix-ups alongside damaging combos and easy conversions. I know a lot of revisionists will have you forget about this, but please try to remember just one season ago when Zaro was everywhere. For those of you who don't remember, somehow, he would shove you in the corner and begin to throw every mix-up that he has at you in an attempt to make you wish you were never born. I'm not going to pretend that this pressure is indestructible, and with the right knowledge, anyone can get past it. But there's always so many layers to the pressure and mix-ups, even if you know that there is a 6-frame gap in there that you can mash out of, you become scared to even try it, because the pressure is always covered, the conversion into a massive combo is all but guaranteed, and the combo is basically going to do all of your health. And with all three of these together, we have ourselves a top tier. But what's the weakness? Well, it might shock a couple of you, but generally, a lot of top tier characters don't have massively exploitable weaknesses. I know, crazy, right? Granted, a character being too well-rounded isn't a reason for them to be considered one of the best characters in the game. Well, okay, it's not a reason in Strive, at least. There is one weakness that a lot of top tiers share, though. Most top tiers in Guilty Gear Strive generally have pretty weak defensive options. 5-frame normals, no meterless reversals, hell, maybe not even a reversal at all, and lower health when compared to the rest of the cast. This doesn't mean that they don't have anything they can use, but generally the defensive options come with some sort of cost. For Happy Chaos, if he wants to put up his Mirage, he has to spend some HP. For Zato, if he wants to use Eddie's block, he has to basically spend the entire Eddie gauge. Not to mention, both of these options were, and still are, very committal and countered by pretty simple things. This also isn't a universal thing. Soul Bad Guy is generally considered one of the better characters in the game right now, and his defense is noticeably stronger than a lot of the cast. That free-frame normal, S-Volcanic Viper, and he has a reversal super? Woo! Talk about privileged! But still, that doesn't mean that having weak defense is something that stops a character from being top tier. If anything, a character having weak defense and ridiculous offense is a sign that they're going to be very, very strong. Wait, did a new character come out with these exact qualities pretty recently? Thank you all for watching. Join me in like 3 days as I show you all how the actual character that I wanted since the game came out is literally designed to be a top tier. I'll see you all next week. As always, a very special thanks to 64 MHz, Almost Nap Time, Cervantes de Leon, Daniel Wiederick, Edison Lottery, Fexo, Games.png, Haywire Novalite, I Am Naruto, It's Riley, Knife and Spoon, Pretty Cat, MP04, Mr. Clan, Nubus, Ray W, Sergeant Cubby, Super, Falcon, Tom Tank, Velvet Puppy, and Zandatsu for being Tier 2 patron supporters.